Gingham is a summer classic, only this year it's sticking around. We are gaga for Gingham, and Gingham here to prove she isn't just a summer fling. In today's Style File, we're transforming that classic check into a year-round obsession. Style editor Daylan Dove is here to break all the rules, giving us 5 ways to keep gingham thriving long after the summer sun sets. Listen, if you'd stop being so cute and trendy, you were actually the inspiration for this topic. Daylan walked in wearing, I think it was a gingham dress.
It was a gingham dress. It was actually a top and a skirt that I paired together in like this mix-match gingham pattern.
And we all stopped and said, oh, we can wear gingham into fall, and this year we can.
And you know what it is? I think we're treating gingham more as a neutral right now, which I love about it. It doesn't feel intimidating because we can pair it with so many things, and that's because it's so versatile, right? It can be this big and bold, playful pattern. It can be this dainty and soft, feminine pattern.
Yes.
It can be bold and colorful, or it can be really subtle and lean into the season. So the way that we pair it makes it so easy for everybody to try and for everybody to feel comfortable with.
I think of the shift we made 10 years ago when we announced leopard as a neutral. So now permission granted to look at gingham the same way.
Permission granted,
okay.
Yes, permission granted. And I think the reason for that, again, is because it's so fun, but it feels approachable.
Yeah. It's not immature.
No.
It's not overly fussy. It lands right in that sweet spot. Okay, first way to wear it, and we're doing it already, you say add gingham to your layering.
So we're already layering in the fall, right? But again, treating it as a neutral, let gingham lean into your layers. You can see here that they've done a fun gingham pant with a leather jacket. Or I love, love, love layering up with a sweater. It could be on your pants or on a skirt. I even love like a gingham button down with a sweater over the top of it.
Cute.
You're wanting to see this in ways where you're layering it up. So you can take that summer skirt, pair it with that chunky knit cardigan.
Yes.
An easy pro tip way to do this is if you're nervous about like your summer transitioning into fall with your gingham, add the texture. So that knit, that leather, those types of things that kind of bring in those fall flavors to your maybe summer gingham.
So give it some visual weight.
Give it some visual weight. I love the way you said that.
All of those looks were darling. There are some fun pieces out there. This isn't just a Daylan Studio 5 thing. Like retailers are sticking this print around, and you say you can go statement with it if you want.
This print is begging to be the star of the show. It's begging for it. And the way that designers are embracing that is so fun to see in stores. You're seeing these really fun, big, bold jackets where they're the star of the show, like this Free People one I'm obsessed with. There's this dainty vest, but because of the way that it's structured, the bows, the pattern, it feels like this statement piece, or it can be that skirt that you're playing with in all the other ways. Here's my tip on this one. If you're going to make gingham the star of the show and that statement piece, it's okay to just plan your outfit around that piece.
Okay.
Because then it makes it an easy way to play with the pattern. So if it intimidates you, pick one gingham piece, then let the rest of your outfit be simple. Let it be the star of the show. Let it feel cohesive, because that's what it will do. It will polish it if everything else is simple.
You made that one big decision. That's all really you have to think about.
That's all you do. Everything
the rest
else
of it lands soft and easy. Do colors matter? Like when I think of summer gingham, I think of crisp whites.
Crisp whites, those light pinks, those airy blues. So just like we transition our color scheme and our outfits for fall, think of that as you're transitioning into your gingham for fall. So lean into those moody colors of fall, the burgundies, the navies, the mustards, and let those play into your gingham in the pairings, and also just in the colors that you look for if you're buying a new gingham piece. If you want it to be fall specific, that's the tip here, is play with those colors of fall into buying the specific gingham pieces if you want them to feel cohesive for fall.
Falling in love with every fit you show us.
Good.
It's so good. Okay, not to throw it back a decade again, but I referenced when leopard kind of was the neutral of the moment. At that same time, we were also talking about mixing patterns. This is my age and maturity showing in the fashion evolution. But you say that's coming back around too, this idea of mixing patterns in the same look.
If you've loved all the outfits before, wait until you see these outfits. This is what I did in that dress skirt combo, what we were talking about before. But look at this, because I think what we think of when we're mixing patterns is we don't want it to feel busy. The key here is picking a big and bold pattern as your kind of your statement or your eye-catching one, and then going to more like a dainty one for like your neutral.
So it's double gingham.
It's double gingham.
Oh
That's an absolute yes. The fun and like vibey green and blue outfit. They're actually the same like style of gingham, they're just in different colors. So you don't want to get too crazy of like gingham on gingham as far as like they're the same color, they're the same style, because then you're just wearing a jumpsuit. But it's that visual interest of like, this one's big and bold, this one's dainty, but it's almost like monochromatic, but in a pattern.
Yeah.
But in a pattern, I'm obsessed. I love it.
The color play, the color contrast would take a little more bravery.
Right.
But that was what you were wearing, kind of a bolder gingham on top and a subtle gingham on bottom.
And you can do it.
It looked so good. Okay, finally, we always end on accessories. It's sort of the easy gateway if anything else feels too much.
It's the easy gateway, and I want to give you permission to just try, because I think when you have an outfit on and you add, Casey talks about the third piece, the third layering piece, that can be an accessory. If it's an accessory that is a statement piece, it really adds polish to your outfit. We're obsessed with bows. I love the gingham bow. I love this red gingham bow. It looks summery, but for Christmas, you add that gingham bow. These socks, I think if you pull these up and add a loafer with a skirt or with, you know, your favorite wide leg jeans. And then also just a headband. I think when you add a headband to things, I love a headband at church. I love a headband on a classy girls' night.
Penny found my headbands the other day and she goes, "You didn't tell me you have crowns?" And I said, "Oh yes,
Penny girl.
we have crowns."
Crown yourself.
Wear your gingham crown. Okay, so inspiring to see all the fun different ways we can carry this pattern we love into fall, Daylan. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Brooke.